The second sentence is this. I like how you smile at me. The speaker links the subordinate clause, how you smile at me, to the main clause, I like how you smile at me. With the relative adverb how to indicate the object of the transitive verb like in the main clause as the way that the listener says the subject actualize the definition of the intransitive verb smile to the condition that the listener says the subject actualize the definition of the intransitive verb smile from the way. The speaker indicates the object of the transitive verb like as a way to a condition. The speaker who intends to convey the definite intention to indicate the object of the transitive verb like a way that the subject of the subordinate clause actualize the definition of the verb in the subordinate clause applies the phrase of the noun the way only to indicate the way. The speaker links the subordinate clause, you smile at me, to the main clause, I like the way, with the phrase of the noun the way to indicate a way that is classified for the listeners as the subject to actualize the definition of the intransitive verb smile in the subordinate clause as the object to receive the definition of the transitive verb like from the speaker as the subject in the main clause. The phrase of the noun, the way, can be considered as a relative noun because the phrase of the noun is an indication that is included in the main clause, I like the way. And the subordinate clause, you smile at me, indicates the same object as the phrase of the noun, the way. So we can think of the pronoun that is applied as a subordinating conjunction to link the subordinate clause as an indication. The listeners can understand the intention of the speaker to indicate a procedure for the listeners as the subject to actualize the definition of the intransitive verb smile, like a serial movement of the facial muscles, as the object to receive the definition of the transitive verb like from the speaker as the subject in the main clause. The way that the listeners as the subject actualize the definition of the intransitive verb smile can be described with the movement of the facial muscles, and this way can be differentiated with the condition of the listeners who attain after the actualization of the definition of the intransitive verb smile. The condition the listeners as the subject can attain can be described with the adverb happily or gratefully. The third sentence is this. The best love is how Jesus Christ loves his disciples. The speaker links the subordinate clause how Jesus Christ loves his disciples to the main clause. The best love is how Jesus Christ loves his disciples with the related verb how. To reveal the subjective complement, to define the subject, the best love in the main clause, with the way that the subject, Jesus Christ, actualizes the definition of the transitive verb loves to the condition that the subject, Jesus Christ, actualizes the definition of the transitive verb loves from the way. The subject of the main clause, the best love, can be defined into a way that the subject, Jesus Christ, actualizes the definition of the transitive verb loves, or the condition that the subject, Jesus Christ, attains after the subject, Jesus Christ, actualizes the definition of the transitive verb loves from the definition of the be verb.